Hello! Hey, Silverheart! Rosie? Right. Alright. Okay, welcome to a Golden Wake. Last thing, Silverheart. Casually, abruptly end that. Hopefully this is not too loud, because apparently I cannot... Oh, is it? Probably did that wrong. Hold on. It's because it's on the wrong thing. That better? It reset itself again. There was an update. See? There was an update. There was an update, and it decided to do the thing. Thank you for letting me know. Because I wouldn't have checked it. I actually thought about checking it, and then didn't. So there you go. Cool. I wonder if I should turn down the game audio a little bit for you guys, because I have a feeling... So, let me see here. How did that sound? I feel like that'll be better. Just turn it down in OBS. Because otherwise, it's going to be very loud for you guys. So yeah, I played this game about 7 years ago, according to GOG Galaxy. And it stuck with me. The ending stuck with me. So I want to see how it is the second time around. And also, we've played the other ones from Grundislav Games. So it just made sense to me to play this one too. Oh, also, I slept wrong, or I looked at something too quick, and I pulled my neck. Welcome to getting old. Oh god. And I don't know what I've done. Yeah, it hurts. Apparently I'm old now. I can't do anything, and I, like, just hurt myself constantly. Okay, so... I think... Oh no, it's actually, look at that. All my games are gone. I must have deleted them all. Oh yeah. Yeah, I feel like it's something like that. I think I looked at something too quickly, and this is what happened. Anyway, I have orange and cinnamon tea. I have video games. We're gonna be all good. This game is a work of fiction set in 1920s Miami. While many of the supporting characters were real people, their depictions have been dramatized for narrative effect and should not be interpreted as accurate portrayals. New York City. Winter 1921.
Well, Alfie, old boy, looks like it's another day, another dollar.
Well. The mailbox stands under a layer of snow, waiting to receive letters to be mailed.
Papers! Get your papers here! 5 cents per copy.
I have an inventory? Yes, but nothing here. Okay.
Good morning, Mr. Banks.
Good morning, Lyle. Aren't you cold standing out here in this weather?
A little, but I have to work. Otherwise, I'll be cold and hungry.
That's fair.
So, what's the news of the day?
I could tell you all of it, but then I wouldn't make any money, would I? If you want the news, buy yourself a paper. They're only a nickel.
You're a shrewd businessman, Lyle. Ever thought about going into real estate?
No, sir.
Have a good day, Lyle.
You too, Mr. Banks.
I am. So I live next door to where I work.
New York Tribune, 5 cents.
Oh, here we are.
Morning, fellas. What's the good word?
Good morning, Banks.
Morning, Banks.
Horse feathers. Why is it so hot in here?
Morris apparently has a chill. He set the heating on as high as it goes this morning. Suggs and I had to prop the door open so we didn't sweat to death.
We must be raking in a fair amount this month if he can afford to do that.
I sure wish that kid outside would pipe down.
I know what you mean, Larry. He's giving me a headache.
Access inventory as well. Okay. Yeah, I figured that. I don't think so I don't have any settings to change things, so. My desk. This is where I work. What's this? Leads into the break room. We put a pin up on the wall. That's interesting. Door to Morris's office. Okay. You're a bit preoccupied. Why are you preoccupied? Okay.
Got a minute, Murphy?
Sure, but I'm still on the clock.
Everything going all right with you, Murphy?
Yep, everything's copacetic.
Sales going okay for you?
Could be a lot worse. Could be a lot better, too. You ever going to share your good fortune with us, Banks?
What do you mean?
You always seem to manage to get the best leads. That's pretty lucky, don't you think?
I'm not sure I like what you're implying, Murphy.
Not implying, just observing. Anyway, let's drop it.
I'll let you get back to work.
Mm-hmm.
Blackboard lists the number of monthly sales. You are currently in the lead with 27. Ooh.
Suggs.
Yeah, Banks?
How are you today, Suggs?
I can't really complain. Well, I mean, I could complain, but who would listen?
That's always me. I'm like, I can't really complain, but also I absolutely could.
How are your sales going this week?
And not so great. I had a sweet old lady yesterday who was this close to buying an apartment for her cat.
I'm sure things will pick up.
And I'm sure you'd know, being Morris's right hand and all.
Now, Suggs, that's hardly fair. You know we're all equal in here.
You're right. Forget I said anything.
I'll just let you get back to it.
Thanks. Oh, by the way, Banks, Morris wanted to see you. Said it was important.
Thanks for letting me know when I walked in, Suggs.
Hey, it's been a busy morning. It must have slipped my mind.
Well, apparently it's so hot because he's blasting the heat, so the boys are apparently melting. So they prop the door open so that they wouldn't, sweat through, their shirts, essentially. At least that's the suggestion.
Good morning, Evan. Suggs said you wanted to see me?
Have a seat, Alfie.
This doesn't seem like a conversation that's going to be pleasant.
I'm afraid it isn't. You know I'm not the type to beat around the bush, so here's the long and the short of it. We're not doing well. Sales are minimal and the competition is popping up all over town like a bad rash. I hate to do it, but we're going to have to let someone go.
I see. Who did you have in mind?
That's mainly why I asked to see you, Alfie. You have more contact with Suggs and Murphy, so I think this decision should be yours.
Well, I'm kind of on the spot here, but...
I have to fire someone. Cool. No worries. Love that. Just based on the very, very, very brief conversations I had with both of them, I have to choose someone. I mean, they've both implied that I'm, like, you know, the favorite. Well, I clearly am because I'm being asked to fire them. But
I think Murphy should be the one let go. He means well, but he just doesn't perform as well as he could.
Very well, if that's what you think, then I trust your judgment. Thank you for your help, Alfie. It's always appreciated.
Anything else you need?
Not at the moment. Go ahead and check the assignment board in the break room for today's leads.
Will do.
40. Paperwork on the desk mostly consists of leads, which is to say the names and phone numbers of potential clients interested in expensive properties. Morris has control of which are spread out on the assignment board. Last year's Olympic Games. Lots of books to do with real estate, classic literature, photographs. Morris has a few photographs of his family, as well as a couple taken with your late father, Hiram.
And the son of a bitch says clear as day he means well, but doesn't perform as well as he could. Can you believe it? I'd be performing 3 times as well if Golden Boy didn't take all the good leads first. I mean, just because he's Hiram's son doesn't entitle him to...
Hey, quiet, somebody's coming.
They overheard me.
Gentlemen.
Hello, Banks. Your meeting with Morris go well?
I would say so, yes.
Great to hear. Well, Murphy and I better get back to work.
Yeah, this doesn't seem like it's gonna end well for me. The assignment board contains each individual employee's set of leads for the day. Morris usually gives out the more promising one to employees with better importance, which is usually you. Okay. Spare light bulbs. Okay.
Suggs,
Yeah, Banks?
I'll just let you get back to it.
Thanks.
Still wearing my jacket,
Time
too.
to make some magic. Operator, connect me to the Stamford residence in Bensonhurst, if you would, please. Hello, is this Ms. Irene Stamford? Yes, hello. This is Alfred Banks calling from Morrison Banks. I just wanted to follow up on the deposit you put down in the apartment in Flatbush. No, thank you very much, Mr. Contis. A pleasure doing business with you. 5 sales in 30 minutes. I think that might be a new record.
I mean, he's
Alfie,
clearly
can you come here a moment?
good at what he does.
What is it, Evan?
I'm running late for the weekly shareholders meeting. Could you lock up my office for me?
Of course.
Here's the key. I'll be back shortly.
Okay.
What on earth was that?
Sounds like Suggs is being his clumsy old self as usual.
Okay, hold on. Can I... No. Office key at the door. You lock up Morris's office. Okay.
Let me know if you need any help in there.
Suggs, what's going on?
I was trying to change a light bulb and slipped. But I'm fine. All that's hurt is my pride.
Here, let me help you clean up.
Thanks, Banks. I have to get back to it now.
That was a bit odd.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure they're, like, conspiring. Sit back at your desk and prepare to make some more calls.
Thanks. If you don't mind, I wanted to go over this sales sheet with you.
Yeah.
I'm back, Alfie. Got my key?
Yes, Evan, it's right. Odd. I thought I'd put it in my other pocket. Anyway, here you are.
Yeah.
Alfie,
Yes?
where are tomorrow's leads?
I beg your pardon?
The leads for tomorrow? The ones that were on my desk? They're no longer on my desk. Where have they gone?
I have no idea. I haven't been in your office since this morning.
You know I trust you 100%, Alfie.
Oh.
But this is a very serious matter.
I'm aware of it. Look, I'll get Suggs and Murphy together and we'll look for them.
Or maybe you could just look under Banks's hat, Mr. Morris.
What?
We both saw you, Banks. There's no need to put on a charade.
Yeah, and then they
Coming
both
clean
team
will
up.
save us all a lot of embarrassment.
Is what they're saying true, Alfie?
What? No, I have no idea what they're talking about.
Then you won't mind me looking under your hat? Just to be sure you understand.
See for yourself.
Alfie, really? You of all people?
Welp. Defend yourself, accuse, stay silent. I mean, at that point... What would I do? I'm trying to think. If I realized I was being... like... I think just... I think I'd speak up. I'd probably speak up. I don't think I'd just roll over and take it.
Evan, please, you know me. Would I be capable of doing this?
I honestly don't know what to think, Alfie. You have to admit, this doesn't look good.
Well, there has to be a logical explanation, but I can tell you I didn't do this.
Alfie, look at it from my perspective. The leads were in my office when I left and gone when I came back. You were the only one with the key, and now they show up under your hat. What would you do in my shoes?
So does this mean I've been canned?
I hate to do this, Alfie. You know your father and I were great friends, and you've been an asset to this company. But for now, I think you should take an indefinite
Well, you guys
leave
are
of
screwed without
absence.
me. I had the
Fine.
best sales.
I see how it is. I guess I'll see you fellas around.
Hey, no hard feelings, Banks. Here you go. See? They ain't even wooden.
Taking an early lunch, Mr. Banks?
No, Sure, just taking an early lunch.
Well, if you need anything to read while you eat, I still got plenty of papers left.
Might as well buy one, because I've got the 1 nickel.
Papers! Get your papers here!
Don't suppose the news of the day can be any worse than the morning I've had. Let me have a paper, please.
That'll be a nickel.
Thanks, Lau.
Murderer decoys
Murder,
victim.
extortion, robbery, par for the course in this city. What's this? Merrick making waves in Florida?
The article explains there is currently a very promising land boom in the Miami area, especially with regard to a development known as Coral Gables. It goes on to state that the project leader, one George E. Merrick, is currently hiring a team of real estate salesmen to assist in this monumental undertaking.
Miami, eh? I've always heard that place was nothing more than glorified swampland. But I'll be damned if I'm just gonna roll over and freeze to death up here. When I'm finished down there, the name Banks will finally mean something again. So, Mr. Merrick, let's just see what you've got to offer.
Time to get out of the cold. Chapter 1. Florida, the treasure land. Miami, Florida, winter 1921.
Hello, Miami. Alfie Banks. Huzzah! Oh, horse feathers. This humidity is something else. Right. I've got my luggage claim ticket. Now I just need to find this Hotel Belmont and...
Hey there! Hello!
Are you speaking to me, sir?
You see anybody else around, son? Come on over here and have a chat with old Doc Dammers, why don't you?
Apparently this was a real person, so hold on 2 seconds. Let me just...
The sun fried your brain there, young fella? Come over and have a chat.
Hold on. Just please hold. Okay. Let's double check. Doc Dammers. There you go. Doc Dammers, the selling of Coral Gables. Consummate salesman, swami of the circus pitch, and master of self-reinvention, many Gables residents' only knowledge of Doc Dammers comes from visiting the much-loved bar and grill located in the Colonnade building years ago. Others might recognize that he was famous for being the brains and voice behind the successful selling of property and George Merrick's meticulously planned development. So this is based on a real person. Edward Doc Dammers was the first mayor of Coral Gables, serving a 3-year term from 1925 to 1928. So he's not mayor yet. For a man known by so many, very little is known about his life. He seemed to spin his own story, just as he did for the properties he sold. Looking past his sketchy written history, there you go. So this is a real person. I thought I was like, this sounds like the name that sounds real. Older gentleman has a wicked gleam in his eye, not unlike a snake about to strike its prey. His demeanor is that of a man 20 years his junior.
May I help you with something?
Pardon me for saying so, my boy, but I believe I'm the one who can offer you the help.
I'm really not interested in buying anything, sir.
Of course you aren't. Did you think I just fell off the turnip truck? I can tell a fellow salesman a mile away. You're here to get a piece of the action, aren't you?
Yes, I suppose I am.
Then consider this your own little welcoming committee. What did you say your name was?
I didn't.
I didn't. It's Banks. Alfred Banks.
Well then, welcome to Miami, Alfred Banks. By your complexion, I'm guessing you come from up north.
Yes, New York, actually.
Hell of a town, but you'll find we do things a bit differently down here. If you got any questions, feel free to ask.
Okay, sure.
How long have you been in this business?
Probably longer than you've been alive, son. Before this opportunity opened up, I was selling lots on Miami Beach for Carl Fisher himself. Surely you saw his billboard in Times Square.
You mean it's June in Miami? Of course, everyone saw that. It's partly what inspired me to come down here.
Glad to hear it. That's a perfect example of good marketing and knowing your audience.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Why do you think I'm out here by the train station? New arrivals are the easiest to sell to. There's a free piece of advice for you, Banks.
I'm interested in this Coral Gables development I've heard about.
Oh, straight to the top, eh? They call it Miami's master suburb. It's been meticulously planned and is ready to start construction at any moment. Lots are going faster than a Tin Lizzie downhill. If you want to get involved there, you're going to need to talk to the man in charge, George Merrick.
Where can I find George Merrick?
He's got a sales office downtown, right on Flagler Street. Look for the building made of coral rock next to the Stocks and Bonds office. You can't miss it. Of course, George is incredibly busy these days and doesn't talk to just anyone.
Maybe not, but he'll talk to me.
I like your spirit, kid. You'll get places thinking like that.
What's the current market like down here? I've heard quite a few things back in New York.
People are buying left and right. It's a great time to be in real estate. Plenty of dough to be made. Every day, more and more locals and tourists come looking for their own spot of land, and we're here to sell. Mark my words, Banks. We're on the verge of something great.
When was the Great Depression? Was the stock market crash? Wasn't that the 20s?
I appreciate the information, Mr. Dammers, but I'm afraid I must be going.
Of course, eager to get started, I understand. And believe me, there'll be plenty to do very soon.
It was a pleasure to have met you. Maybe I'll see you around town.
I can more or less guarantee that, my boy.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Flagler Street. Wow, it's really a long period, isn't it? Do this real quick. Save early, save often. Actually, I was gonna check something, and now I can't remember what I was gonna check. Shoot. My brain just completely lost what I was thinking. Oh well. That's really irritating. Oh my god! My brain just... Okay. Anyway, I'll come back to it. Is this the Hotel Belmont? Great.
Hello, and welcome to the Hotel Belmont.
Thank you.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
I'd like to check in, please. My reservation was made under Banks, Alfred.
One moment, please. Yes, here you are. Your room will be the second door to your right when you get to the top of the stairs.
Okay.
Oh, someone was here earlier from the train station to deliver your luggage.
Great.
It's been placed in your room.
Thank you.
I'll just take that claim ticket off your hands for you.
Thank you very much.
Not a problem, sir. Please, let me know if I can assist you with anything else.
Sure. Tell me about
Is there anything you can tell an out-of-towner about this city?
Certainly. It's been growing at an alarming rate, especially in the past few years. There's no denying we're at the start of a land boom. I hear tell this new Coral Gables development is going to bring in thousands more people as well. At this pace, we could be the next Manhattan by 25.
Thank you for your assistance, my good man.
Happy to help.
Okay. Let's go upstairs for a second. I just want to make sure my luggage is actually there. They're not lying to me. You understand. Fantastic. There's my suitcase. It's a very big room for, like, a small bed. Keep this note to remind you of the best technique to warm people up to make a sale. Bits. Where's my pen? Wait, can I use this side? No, I've written on that side. That's right. Bits. Break the ice. Icebreaker. We still use that nowadays too. Introduce. I remember like learning about icebreakers in hospitality, like management school. T. Tell a story. And then sell your pitch. Cool. Keep this photograph of your late father in your suitcase so he can accompany you wherever you go. That's nice. You take your photo. You take your father of your photo everywhere. Typewriter ribbon. Carry an extra one. And I've got 3 shirts. Well. Generic landscape. Yes, alright. Dresser. Seeing as you just got here, the dresser is empty. No, okay. You look in the mirror and see a tall, somewhat naive-looking young man staring back at you. He sure is a snappy dresser, though. Alright. Cool. So, I've got that. Kind of bothers me. I can't remember. Photograph shows the outside of the hotel as part of Flagler Street. Looks like though it was taken fairly recently. Okay. Cool. Indicates a records office for the greater Miami area. That's the type of place I want to work at one day. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Haven't decided. Stocks and bonds office. Sales office. All the hubbub about war bonds a few years ago and find yourself glad all that is over. Yeah. And you got the sales office. So the Coral Gables sales office has established itself in this building. Appears to be constructed from some sort of porous stone, one you are familiar with. A couple of men are seated here waiting their turn to speak with Mr. Merrick. You wonder what it's going to take to be in their shoes. Well, let's talk to her.
Pardon me, miss.
I'm terribly sorry, sir, but I'm just too busy for you right now. Perhaps you could come back another time?
Another time? I've just come all the way from New York. Surely there's something a lovely young lady like you can do to help out a man in need?
Look,
Hey,
Buster,
dude, how's it going?
I've heard it all before. Like I said, I haven't got time for you at this moment.
What seems to be the trouble?
Well, not that you'd care, but I need to get these letters written. And seeing as the weekly shipment of supplies has been delayed, I'm forced to do them by hand.
You seem very dedicated to your job. I can appreciate that.
I am, yes. Mainly because I want to keep it. Now, unless you want to come back here and pick up a pen, I really need to get back to my work.
A tempting offer, but I'll have to decline. I'll be back later.
It's currently dead in repo, so you got some time. Nice. I love it. Well, I appreciate the lurk while you are dead. Love this game. It's great. Yeah, I figured I played this before I started streaming, so I figured I best play it on stream as well. And also, I remember the ending really sticking with me, so I thought I would see if it lives up to what I remember. Yeah. And then also, I've played all the Grundislav games on stream, so I figured why not. Okay. Well, I have a typewriter ribbon.
Pardon me, miss. Would this typewriter ribbon be of any use to you?
It certainly would. Mine wore out yesterday, and I ordered a replacement, but it hasn't come in yet. Thank you, sir. I greatly appreciate it. This will cut my work time by half at least.
My pleasure. Happy to help.
So... turns out I know a streamer who lives in Coral Gables. Ah, that's funny. Yeah, you should, because it's like all about
Pardon
the
me,
actual...
What may I do for you, sir?
I'd like to see Mr. George Merrick.
Take a number. Mr. Merrick is in very high demand. I'm afraid he's not currently seeing walk-ins.
Have you got any pertinent information on the Coral Gables development?
None I'm allowed to divulge, sir.
Would it be possible to make an appointment to see Mr. Merrick?
Certainly. Let me see. Our next available appointment is...
3 years from now.
next October.
What? That's preposterous.
Mr. Merrick is a very busy man.
I think you've made that quite clear.
Baby.
Come now. I helped you out with your typewriter. Now you're just gonna hi-hat me? I don't know how things work down here, but where I'm from, one good turn usually deserves another.
Okay. Keep your shirt on. I'll level with you. I'm not going to be able to get you an appointment, but I can tell you that Mr. Merrick keeps an eye out for fresh talent. If you can manage to do something to impress him, he may see you without an appointment.
I see. What would you suggest?
Well, I'm not sure, but you might be able to get something done at today's land auction.
Okay.
A land auction, you say? Where and when?
It's set to start this afternoon, around 2 o'clock. You'll find it at the corner of Granada Avenue and Coral Way.
Fantastic. I'll head over there right away.
Good luck.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Thank you, sir.
Fantastic. All right. What are you guys up to? You'd rather not speak to them. They are the competition after all. Okay then. Very sorry. All right. Exit to map. Sure. Land auction.
Come on, folks, it's a beautiful day to buy some land.
Smaller crowd. Crowd. Indecisive man. Man stands apart from the crowd and looks somewhat indecisive. You scan the face of the crowd and see a mixture of excitement and indecisiveness.
Come on, folks, it's a beautiful day to buy some land.
Look particularly undecided. You have currently no reason to speak with these people. There's Doc Dammers.
Well, fancy seeing you here.
Thanks. What brings you to my humble little land auction?
I'm trying to see Mr. Merrick, but it's proving a bit more difficult than I'd anticipated.
Don't say old Doc didn't warn you, son. Anyway, I'd love to chat, but I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Actually, there is. See those two sets of stragglers over there, separate from the crowd? They're all about a hair's breadth away from buying, but I just can't get them to budge. Take your pick. If you can convince either set to buy some houses, I just might put in a good word for you back at the sales office. The fellow by himself there seems like he won't take
Yeah,
much effort
you
to
did
convince.
say that.
If you want a real challenge, you might try the crowd of 5 there.
I'll see what I can do.
Attaboy. Oh, one more thing before you get started. I know you've got experience in this business, but I want to talk to you about seller intuition. From time to time, you might find yourself needing to persuade someone. You know as well as I do that that's all about finding a person's weakness and bending it to your whim. When you're talking to them, you can use seller intuition to your advantage. It'll give you a clearer read on people and let you figure out what you should play to in order to get them to see things your way. But enough yammering from me.
Coming in.
Go and do what you have to do.
I'm kind of okay with the sun. I know it doesn't look great
Do I hear
for the
any
camera,
bids for the Madrid lots? You'd be a fool to let those slip away.
but it's so nice having the sun come in. Taking a deep breath, you face a small crowd and prepare to deliver your best sales pitch. This is the moment you've been waiting for. Break the ice.
What I wouldn't give to live in this tropical paradise. How about you folks?
Crowd seems to respond positively. Introduce myself.
By the way, my name is Alfred Banks. You can call me Alfie if you like.
Okay.
You'll never believe this, but once I sold an apartment to Lois Wilson.
Okay.
Right then, folks. How about we make some sales?
Here's your chance. Okay. Your goal is to sell each prospective buyer a house. Clicking on each house will provide a description of its features. Clicking on each buyer's portrait will give you a description of them and what they are looking for. You must determine which house is the best match for each buyer. Select the plaque with their name and place it by the space beneath each house. Okay. Okay, we have Teal. Having a hard time dealing with the heat of the day. My wife wanted to move down here for my health, he tells you. I suppose I could do with some exercise, but the sun is brutal. I can't stay out in it too long. Some place where I can get fit indoors would be ideal, especially since I hate water. Okay, so. Teal. Hot. Indoors. Fit. Hates water. Roberts. You strike up a conversation with Mr. Roberts and find that he hails from up north as well. I'll tell you one thing, he says. The biggest draw of moving down here is finally being able to get away from the tiny apartment. Okay, moving away from... So he wants something larger. Ms. Grace? After speaking to Miss Grace for 5 minutes, you are taken aback by her generosity, despite her clearly apparent wealth. I don't care what house I end up buying, really. My main concern is being able to get involved with the community, and this development seems ready for my help. Okay. Smith. Cheerful young man, but is rather shabbily dressed and seems to be covered with animal hair. There's so many options to consider, but overall, I just want to find some place that suits me and my Lucy. He's got a dog, I'm going to say. And Jones... Very jolly and seems incredibly active. I just come from a golf tournament. And I've got a tennis lesson. Likes being outdoors. Completely the opposite to the other guy. Okay, what do we got? 124 Madrid Street. Perfect for those seeking convenience, the house at 124 Street is a small single-story home located within very proximity to a school, church, and shops. As a result, the area is somewhat loud. "707 Escobar Avenue. If you have a bit more to spend, Escobar Avenue residence is large, spacious, single-story home in a secluded area of town. Since there aren't many other houses, the area is not particularly well lit at night." Just gonna. I can always change it. Very definition of affordable quality. 304 Malaga Avenue house is a small two-story house situated in a fairly busy street. Despite this, there are reports little to no crime. Okay. Stretch your legs. Large single-family home built on 4-acre property, which is ripe for additional development. Can be expanded on. Okay. Small home made from coral rock. Converted into a swimming pool. Perfect. Okay, well... I'm gonna say... Affordable. Well, he definitely, like, the guy who hates water, that's a definite no. I'm gonna say... Doesn't seem right. Okay. Bit more to spend. He likes being outside. Large, spacious, single-story, secluded part of town. What's that? That's small. No, I don't want a hint. Shush. Small. Small. Large, single-family home. Well, that's why I thought teal would be this one. But this is already large. Damn. I feel like this is right for her. So it's located close to a school, church, and shops. Main concern is being able to get involved in the community. Secluded area of town. But it's a large, spacious... Yeah. So maybe I need to swap these two. No. Like, I feel like he needs the small one, right? Affordable quality. I reckon that's... Teal definitely doesn't want one with a swimming pool. He hates water. Secluded area, part of town. Which made me think it was Robert's. No. I feel like Smith and Grace have to be right because Smith is the sort of like younger guy. Can't afford very much. Jones is Mr. Active, so there's. I feel like in. Roberts is in secluded part of town. But he doesn't like water, so it can't be that. Maybe I'm wrong. That doesn't seem right, though. He doesn't like water, so why would he have a swimming pool? That makes 0 sense. I feel like teal. Which one was Jones again? Sorry. Jones is, Gotta a swimming pool, but... Get away from the tiny apartment. I feel like Roberts and secluded has to be right. There you go. Ah. Feeling satisfied with each person? Yes. Okay, cool.
A pleasure doing business with you folks. I hope you enjoy your new homes.
Nice work. There's nothing you enjoy more than a satisfied customer, and to have 5 at once is even better.
Nice job over there, Banks. You got a real knack for this business.
I wanted to
now
do
go
both of
get
them.
some rest, would you? You don't want to overwork yourself first day here, after all. Sold! You've made your husband a very happy man, miss.
Unfortunately, I wanted to do both. But yeah, that takes a second to figure out. Alright
Mr.
then.
Banks, I have a message for you when you get a chance.
No, well, why would you, right? Why would you?
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
You said you had a message.
You said you had a message for me.
Yes, sir. From George Merrick at the Coral Gables sales office. He's asked you to stop by at your earliest convenience.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Fantastic. Okay. Well, I guess... Sorry, just checking something. Ah, the other two are gone.
Pardon me, miss.
What may I do for you, sir?
I got a message from Mr. Merrick asking me to see him.
Ah, yes, he's expecting you, Mr. Banks. Go ahead and knock on his door there.
I'll let you get back to your work.
Thank you, sir.
So Merrick
Come
is
in.
also a real person.
Good afternoon, Mr. Merrick. I'm Alfred Banks. You wanted to see me?
Ah, yes, of course, Mr. Banks. Please come in. Make yourself at home.
Again, it's not a 100% accurate portrayal, but this was a real person
Please, have a seat.
during this time.
I really must thank you for allowing me the opportunity to meet with you, Mr. Merrick. I know you're busy.
I'm never too busy to meet with new talent. Doc told me about your performance at the land auction today, and I must admit, I was impressed. You've gotten my attention. Now let's see how serious you really are. I see
Okay.
great potential in you, but a good sales agent needs more than just talent. He needs ability and know-how.
I've got those in spades.
You're certainly confident, I'll give you that. In any case, I have a few small setbacks which I need to deal with, and I think they would serve as an excellent proving ground for you.
Proving ground?
Think of it as an extended job interview.
I'm all ears. What do you need?
I can give you more details as you need them, but currently I'm faced with 3 concerns. The first is a man living on a prime piece of land who is refusing to sell. The second is my need for quality advertising. And the third is getting back some stolen design plans.
What's the story with the holdout?
There's a stretch of land which is of great interest to me in the area of Anastasia Avenue. Currently, the land is owned by an individual who has no interest in selling it. He's built himself a home there and understandably wants to keep it. Unfortunately, business is business, and I need that land to complete a very important project. I need you to convince the gentleman to sell.
Kind of not fun things, but
What about your need for publicity?
Any project, no matter how good it is doomed to fail if nobody knows about it. I've managed to secure some decent advertising, but I feel we need something more. The story of Coral Gables needs to make headlines. I'd like you to head over to the Miami Herald building and see if you can befriend a reporter or two. Having a journalist in our corner would do wonders for our advertising.
there's kind of some scummy stuff you kind of have to get up to in this. It's definitely, yeah.
What about your
yeah,
design plans?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
regret to say that a set of design plans was stolen from my office a few weeks ago by a man claiming to want a job interview. In reality, he was a spy, sent from my competitor Orrin Riley's real estate company. Riley still has my plans, but two can play his game. Since you're a fresh face in town, I need you to infiltrate his company and take back the plans. I'll have my secretary set up an interview for you later today. And here, take this set of dummy plans and leave it in place of the real ones so Riley doesn't get suspicious.
Infiltrate his company? What will that entail exactly?
My guess is that Riley will have the plans stored away in his office someplace. You may need to do a bit of searching. Are you comfortable with that? I know it's asking for quite a bit.
I think so, sir. I'll do as much as I can within legal means.
Of course. I'm not asking you to commit any crimes. After all, you're just taking back something that was already stolen. Think of it as a repossession.
Okay.
I'll just get to it then.
I wish you the best of luck. Although, you seem the type who makes his own luck. I have a feeling I can expect great things from you.
Alrighty. Several brochures and pamphlets advertising real estate around the city pinned to the wall. They must serve some motivational purpose. Okay. Oh. Will I grab my hat? Hopefully. Yes, good. It's like, do I need to grab the hat? Alright, oh. No, okay. So we've got a few things to do. What was this? Records office. Hall
Hello,
of
sir.
Records.
Let me know if I can be of assistance.
Sure. Large list of rules and regulations. You're never very tolerant of bureaucracy. Okay, I probably don't need this right now. But... okay, what do we got? Riley's Real Estate, Miami Herald, and the holdout. Let's go Riley's Real Estate first. Seems less interested in her job than she is in the state of her fingernails. Cool.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
You seem very relaxed.
Do I? Well, I'll have you know I'm anything but. Why, just this afternoon I have an appointment with my pedicurist. Then first thing tomorrow morning it's off to the day spa, and then I have to go to the hair salon.
I get the point, miss. I really sympathize with your plight.
Oh, well, ain't you a sweetheart?
I have an interview scheduled with Mr. Riley today.
I see. And your name is?
Alfred Banks.
Just a minute.
Were you going to let
Just
him
a
know
minute.
I'm here?
Huh? Oh, right. Hey, Mr. Riley, you got someone here to see you.
I think I could have done that myself.
Go ahead and go through the door there.
Of course. Thank you.
I mean, I'm not
What
the
can I
best,
do for you, young man?
receptionist in the world, but I'm still better than that. Young lady. Okay.
Hello, Mr. Riley. My name is Alfred Banks, and I'm here for a job interview.
Ah, yes, of course. My secretary informed me you'd be coming in. I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry today, however. I have a very important appointment I must depart for in about 15 minutes.
Then I suppose we should get this over with as soon as possible.
Yes, of course. Well, let's begin. Why don't we start off by you telling me a bit about yourself?
Be modest, be truthful, be boastful, be truthful.
Well, you already know my name. I used to work at Morrison Banks up in New York, but recently moved here because of the land boom. I've got plenty of experience from working at my father's company.
You don't say. What made you get into real estate?
Actually, not at the moment. I recently had to cut them all off, so they're all... Yeah. Say it's for the money. Tell about your father. You want to help people.
I wanted to follow in the footsteps of my father.
Honoring the family business. I greatly respect that. In a way, I'm a bit envious. I don't have any sons, so my business will eventually go to someone else. But I still value family. It's really the most important part of my life. But listen to me babbling. Let's get back to the interview. Now, what do you think you can bring to this company?
You're a people person? Go with the hair then. That is getting a cut on Tuesday, but yes. Mess. I washed it for you guys. You're welcome.
I'm very good at dealing with people. I have yet to meet a client I'm unable to convince.
Well, Banks, I must say, you seem to be a very promising candidate. I'll have my secretary contact you in a few days. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must run. I have to meet my daughter for dinner, and I don't want to be late. A word of advice, Banks. As great as this business will make you feel, you are nobody if you haven't got someone who loves you. My daughter, for instance, means the world to me. I always want her to be around, which is why I've got these paintings of her in my office. But I digress. Let me show you back out. Good day to you, Banks. Caroline, hold my calls.
Caroline probably doesn't answer your calls anyway, I'm gonna be honest.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
I'm afraid I need to get back into Mr. Riley's office.
Oh? Why is that?
I left something behind in there during my interview.
No, I see. Go ahead and get it. I never lock the door when Mr. Riley is out anyway.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate the help.
Mm-hmm.
Like she's... Signature is painted by an A. Sokolov. I've never heard of the artist before. May 16th, 1913. Shows Riley's daughter in a low-cut beige dress. She's clearly trying to pull off the flapper look, but in your opinion, she needs a bit of work. Wow, rude. A. Sokolov. And what was the date? 16th of March. March 16th, 1913. Okay. Glass cabinet in which he seems to keep some Knickknacks. Hide your safe behind a painting. Hell yes. May 16th, 1913. Ta-da! Penny back. I'm just so big-brained. Or I've played too many of these games. I even knew to do it in the correct, like, American way. Month first. And then day. Okay, next. Oh, so yeah, this is quite nice. Why are we making him move? Design plans are complicated, but seems to be for some kind of luxury hotel.
Yes? May I help you?
Hi.
Good day to you, sir. My name is Alfred Banks, and...
Whatever it is you're selling, I'm not interested.
Ah, but I'm not here to sell you anything. In fact, quite the contrary.
Oh, I see. Merrick sent you, didn't he?
Well, yes, he did.
Look, you can go back and tell him exactly what I told all the others. Nothing doing. I bought this land before he got his little vision, and I intend to keep it. I tried appeasing him by building my house to match his Mediterranean style, but apparently even that wasn't good enough. I did everything by the book and filed all the proper paperwork. You tell Merrick he'll get me off this land when I'm no longer drawing breath. Good day to you, sir.
We don't want to do that. Okay. Well, we know he filed all the proper paperwork. Enjoy the lurk. I am well, thank you. Enjoy the lurk, Prophet. Okay. Hi.
Excuse me.
What can I do for you?
What sort of records do you keep in this office?
All kinds. Marriage licenses, death certificates, property titles, you name it.
How far back do they go?
Not too far back. 30 years or so. The city wasn't officially incorporated until 1896, but I have some records going back to 1891. You let me know if there's anything you need to look up.
So the unit I'm currently doing for my master's is all about public and private records. And like what constitutes a record, and this idea of like records and like which records are chosen to become archival footage, like archival records, you know, current records versus archives and blah, 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 blah. This is very like appropriate for what I'm actually studying right now, which is funny.
Have you always lived in Miami?
Nah, I moved down here from Philly after the war. Nice place. Can't beat the climate, that's for sure.
Could I look something up?
Of course. What do you need?
There's a house at 1251 Anastasia Avenue that I need some information on.
Of course. Let me go have a look.
Thanks.
Yes, here we are.
Oh, wow.
Belongs to one Ernest Mathers. Built it himself 6 months ago.
Might I have a copy of the document?
What's your business with it?
I'm working with Mr. George Merrick of the Coral Gables project, and it's of utmost importance to his acquisition of the land.
All right, you can take this copy.
Thank you for your help.
Anytime.
Okay, so you take a look through the record for the house and see it was constructed 6 months ago by Ernest Mathers. According to this, he had a cursory inspection performed. Looking further, you see there was no permits pulled for any of the construction work done. Mathers may have tried to appease Merrick, but it seems he did so in a very half-assed fashion. Right. Okay. This again. Again, we're being a bit It's like, it's a bit,
You
it's a
again?
bit-
What do you want?
Sir, I really just want to have a chat.
I know your game. You vipers are just trying to trick me, and before I know it, you'll be flim-flamming me into signing some paper handing over my land. Well, you can just forget it. I've worked too hard on this house to just let it go. The paperwork alone was a nightmare and a half. Nothing you can say will convince me to sell my land. Nothing. Good day to you, sir.
Okay, let's try this again.
You again? What do you want?
What do you mean, me again? I was like here 5 seconds ago.
Mr. Mathers, I've just been to the Hall of Records downtown, and I pulled up a copy of your house record.
Yes? And?
It seems you had a property inspection done when you completed the house, but it was very basic. Furthermore, you didn't pull any construction permits.
I didn't need to. I haven't done any exterior work.
Nevertheless, I'm afraid I'll need to perform an inspection of your home just as a matter of record.
On what authority?
Look, you can either let me come in and do a brief home inspection, or I can report you to the county, and you can deal with whatever fine or punishment they see fit to dispense.
Fine. Come in. I don't know what you expect to find, though.
I don't know either. Search the room for the violations linked at the bottom. Click on the spot where you think you found one. If you're correct, the area will be marked with a red circle and the items will disappear from the list. Continue until all items have been found. Alright, what do we got?
This wall shows clear signs of water damage. You probably have a cracked pipe somewhere back there.
Oh? I suppose that would explain it.
Uneven rafters are quite the hazard. This whole roof could come tumbling down on you.
Haven't had any problems so far.
Nice gazebo. I hope you know you need to have a permit to have one of those.
It was a wedding gift from my sister. How was I meant to know?
Ignorance of rules is no excuse, Mr. Mathers. Your floor tiles are severely cracked here. Do you regularly have elephants as house guests?
No. I mean, my mother-in-law hasn't seen the new house yet. That was a joke.
I'm sure it was.
Mold?
Quite a nasty buildup of mold you have here.
My wife told me she'd clean it up.
What a mess! You clearly have a problem with a water leak.
And I've called the plumber, but he's yet to get back to me.
Loose tile and old baseboard. That.
These baseboards look like they were installed during the Roosevelt administration.
No, they're supposed to look like that. It's the style, makes them seem classic.
It's the style. Loose tile?
Your fireplace seems to be letting go of some of its tiles.
Oh, yes, I've been meaning to fix those.
You seem to have several problems in this home. Are you sure you performed a thorough inspection?
Well, yes. Yeah, I'm sure I did.
I see. And who was it that performed this inspection exactly?
Why, it was a man. Yes, a man from the city.
And did you happen to get this man's name?
Well, no, I wasn't aware of...
You didn't really have an inspection performed, did you?
No. I paid someone to say they had done one on the public record. You won't tell anyone, will you?
You're in quite a state here, Mr. Mathers. Not only did you build this house without the proper permits, but you also put fraudulent information on your report. This doesn't look good anyway.
I mean, this guy's done wrong.
I have money. How much to get you to look the other way?
I'm afraid my silence can't be bought, Mr. Mathers. However, you might be able to get yourself out of this jam if you sell your house and land to Mr. Merrick.
So this is what it's come to. I see how it is. You come in here playing the White Knight, but you're no better than any of the rest of them.
It's
I
a bit
did
of a
what I had
gray.
to do to keep my land, but I suppose that was all for naught. Fine. I'll call up Mr. Merrick and tell him he's won. I hope you can live with yourself, you snake.
I'm sure I'll manage. Have a nice afternoon, sir.
It's a bit of a gray area. Like, the guy did wrong. You know, he should have done things the right way, but also, like, we are clearly coming in looking for problems. So, you know, but also, yeah, I don't know. It's a bit of a we're not playing a very he's not very likable in that sense. But also, like I said, the guy did do wrong. Like, he should have followed proper procedure.
quite an operation they've got going on in here.
Alright, make friends with...
Hello, sir. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
Okay, let me just save. Hi.
May I have a moment?
You may.
I'm Alfred Banks, and I believe you have the advantage.
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
Pleasure. What is it you do around here, Miss Douglas?
I write articles, conduct interviews, and investigate stories. I'm what's commonly referred to in this business as a reporter.
I suppose that was a bit of a silly question on my part.
Well, at least you can admit to it. That puts you ahead of most.
Anything you can tell me about Miami?
When I first got here, this was no more than a glorified railroad terminal. There were less than 5,000 people and the streets were made of white dust. Now we've got hundreds, if not thousands, of new faces showing up every day and are constantly expanding. I bet it won't be long before some other fool tries draining the Everglades to make more room.
Excuse me, sorry.
Do you enjoy your work here?
I do. Although, to be completely frank, it's gotten a bit tedious. Granted, what I'm doing now is much better than what I did when I started, that being the society column. Back then, things were so slow I made up half my stories.
It certainly seems like there's a lot going on in town these days.
I won't argue with you on that point, but we'll see what the future brings. Maybe I'll take a crack at going out on my own. We've managed to get the vote. I see no reason why a woman can't make a name for herself as a freelance writer.
Have you reported anything on George Merrick's Coral Gables project?
Don't know that I'd have to. He spent a small fortune on advertising. I doubt there's a single person in town who hasn't heard of it by now.
That may not exactly be the case. Mr. Merrick asked me to come here and inquire about possibly getting someone to do a bit of publicity for him.
Ah, suddenly it all becomes clear. Let's get something straight right now. I'm not some dumb Dora at anyone's beck and call.
I wasn't
If
stressing
Merrick
that.
wants a reporter in his pocket, it'll have to be someone else. I'm far too busy to find myself on the leash of some land developer and his cronies.
Wow, okay.
Now, let's not be so hasty. I'm sure Mr. Merrick isn't looking for a lapdog, just someone who can provide some help. Maybe we can reach some sort of agreement.
Now that you mention it, maybe we can. Okay, I'll help you out if you do me a favor first.
Name it.
There's a story I've been following, but I've hit a bit of a roadblock. Are you familiar with Jeremiah Miller?
No.
Afraid not. Who is he?
He's a local politician, county commissioner in fact, very outspoken on the subject of prohibition. I have reason to believe, however, that he's full of hot air.
Sorry, keep going.
Unfortunately, I've never been able to get close enough to him to see if my hunch is right.
So, where do I come in?
Miller enjoys spending his time at the Miami Men's Club on Brickell Avenue. I figure if he's going to indulge in any illicit pastimes, that would be his ideal spot. As I am of the fairer sex and therefore not allowed inside, I need someone I can trust to get in there and see if I'm right.
And you trust me?
Not particularly, but you're my best hope, and you need my help. So I figured you've got the best chance of actually getting this done.
So,
This sounds like
Rose
Rosangela Blackwell. I wonder if it's the same voice
Bring me
actress.
some sort of proof of his hypocrisy, be it a photograph or a signed confession. I'm not fussy.
I'll see what I can do. I'll see you around.
Count on it.
Definitely sounds like Rosangela, which is ironic that she's voicing a reporter in this. But anyway. I'm just going to get myself some more... Is that her name? I'm so bad with remembering their names. But yeah, probably. It definitely sounds like her. Like, it sounds like the same voice actress, which is kind of funny. But yeah. I like also... I don't know where this idea of, like, the fair sex comes from. Definitely not fair. Or gentil, or any of those kind of monikers. I mean, I wouldn't call myself scrappy either, but... Anyway, I just find it funny. Language amuses me. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna... I'll save, but also just put... Oh, really? That is cool. Alright. Let me just leave you... Actually, I should have left it. Hold on, let me go back here for a second. The music here is better. I'm gonna leave you here for a second. I'm just gonna go get some more tea. I'm gonna warm up my tea. I will be right back. Shan't be long. Okay, hi, sorry about that. I'm back, apologies. Apologies. Hopefully the music kept you entertained. Alright, I have tea. Woo. Alright. Man on a safari outfit, standing triumphantly on a dead water buffalo. You feel a bit sorry for this poor creature. I feel very sorry for the poor creature. Smoking a cigar, looks particularly arrogant.
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes?
I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't pitch it. You can call me Morris if you need anything. Of course, how much I'll actually be able to serve you remains to be seen.
Morris? Any relation to Evan Morris from New York?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, well, I guess that helps my chances of getting into this club at least. This seems a rather exclusive establishment.
Yes, sir, it is. Did you need something in particular, or did you prefer to stand around all day discussing the obvious?
Alright, jeez.
Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of Jeremiah Miller?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Come on, I know for a fact that he's a member of this club.
Then why did you ask me?
Because I want to know what you know about him.
As I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss members of this club with non-members.
Okay, great. Can
I'm sure you understand.
Become a member?
Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that someone wanted to join your club. How would one go about doing so?
It's a rather simple 3-step process.
Okay.
1, you have to be a man.
Fantastic.
I believe you've already met that requirement.
Mm-hmm.
2, you must prove your pedigree. We don't just allow anyone in off the street.
Okay.
Finally, you need to have a respected member of the community vouch for you. Once you've done that, it's a simple matter of waiting to be contacted for approval.
Okay.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Good day to you, sir.
If I look at... What's this?
Take a look at this photo. Notice anything in particular?
It looks like you, with a mustache. If I may be frank, I'm glad you shaved it off. It doesn't really suit you.
That's my father, Hiram Banks. He was one of the top real estate moguls in the Northeast. Surely that demonstrates I have some sort of pedigree.
Ah, of course. While I have to admit I've never heard of the man, we have several members who surely have, being in that field. Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application.
Okay, so now I just need... I haven't done anything to deserve them. Wow. It's a bit rude. Alright. Let's go and talk to Mr. Merrick. Because surely he is a respected member of the community. And can vouch for me. If he wants this stuff done. All I'm saying. Here. Oh, more ASMR typewriter sounds.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you.
Thanks.
Please, have a seat.
Thanks. Okay, so.
Here you are, Mr. Merrick. I got your design plans back from Riley.
Very impressive work, Banks. Did you get the job, too?
I'm not quite sure about that, sir.
Well, for the time being, let's hope you didn't. I don't want Riley stealing anything else from me.
I was wondering if I could ask a favor of you.
What might that be?
I'm trying to join the Miami Men's Club, and I need someone to vouch for me.
A society climber on your first day in town?
It's not quite like that.
I understand. Sometimes this business makes us do things we weren't expecting.
You're telling me.
Very well. Give me 1 moment and I'll have Miss Rogers type up a letter for you.
Thanks, man. I mean, I have to say he's very trusting. Or unless I've just come in like in that he's that impressed by me.
Just having it up for you right now.
Thank you, Mr. Merrick.
My pleasure.
What about your need for publicity?
Any project, no matter how good it is. I've managed to secure the story.
Okay.
I'd like
yeah.
I'll just get to it then.
So it's
Wish
just
you
that
the best
last
of
thing.
luck.
Cool. Sweet.
Here you are, Mr. Banks.
Thank you so much.
Very much, Ms. Rogers.
I'll give him this much at least. Like he starts out, Alfie, like very polite, and like so. Yeah. Like even like he's definitely a salesman. But it doesn't feel slimy. Like it does feel genuine. Like he feels like a genuine person. George, or rather Miss Rogers, has written you a glowing recommendation. Hell yeah. Here, Morris.
Have a look at this. It's a letter from George Merrick sponsoring my entry into your club.
Merrick, eh? Well, he is a fairly prestigious member of the community.
Fantastic.
Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application.
Fantastic.
Well, you seem to have provided sufficient information to be considered for membership into this club. Now it's just a matter of your evaluation.
How long will that take?
Oh, it all depends. Likely a week or two. We'll contact you when the decision has been made.
I'm not sure I can wait that long.
In that case, there may be ways of expediting the process.
Jeez, wow. Now what?
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes?
Any word on my club membership?
The application is still being... Unless, of course, the process were sped up.
I'm afraid...
Good day.
Right. Money.
Say, friend, you've really been a great help today. I'd like to give you a little something for your trouble.
Why, thank you, Mr. Banks. Ah, well, what do you know? It seems the results of your evaluation are in, and you've passed with flying colors. Welcome to the Miami Men's Club. Please feel free to use any of the club's amenities at your leisure. And of course, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
I don't think I can afford it, my bro. You've just taken literally all my cash. Club lounge. Door. What's over here? Door is locked. Okay. Club lounge. This way.
May I take your hat, sir?
Yes, of course. Much appreciated.
I don't know where you're putting that, but cool.
Well, look at this, boys. It seems we've got a new member.
The rest of the men glance in your own direction but barely acknowledge you. They all seem to be rather uncomfortable in the presence of the man who just spoke.
Come on in, my boy. There's no need to be shy. What's your name, and where are you coming from?
Alfred Banks from New York. Just relocated to Miami this morning.
I must say, you work fast, Banks. Just arrived, and already a member of one of the best men's clubs in town. You must really be the king.
Well,
But where are my manners? I'm Jeremiah Miller, County Commissioner, District 2.
Helpful. This is exactly who I was looking for.
I welcome you not only to the club, but to our fair city as well.
Look at that
Thank
smile.
you, sir.
Feel free to make yourself at home and get to know the others. If you have any questions about the city or anything else, I'll be happy to help.
Just don't trust him. Sipping a cup of tea and appears to be... sorry, he's reading The Mucker. Okay.
Good book?
Just nods slightly, continues reading. Okay, let's go talk to this guy.
Pardon me, sir, but...
Before you can finish your greeting, you are taken aback by the incredibly strong scent of alcohol. He's clearly been sneaking his liquor from somewhere for some time, as he is rather ossified. You doubt he can even tell you're speaking to him. Good to know. Well, we'll just talk to him then. Everybody else is...
Mr. Miller?
What can I help you with, Banks?
So, you're a county commissioner.
Indeed, I am.
What does that entail exactly?
Well, I won't bore you with the particulars, but basically I'm one of several elected officials who run the county.
Oh yeah, he's
It's not a bad
hardline
jumping point
prohibition,
if
isn't he?
you, like me, are interested in furthering your political career. Your best bet is to find a platform and rally up supporters. After that, climbing the ladder is duck soup.
Oh, my game is real estate, not politics.
You mean there's a difference?
Mm-hmm.
We're both out to screw the next chump over.
Why, our fields are practically brothers.
That's really upsetting.
Isn't that a bit cynical, sir?
Oh, it's a necessary quality in this business, my friend. Now, don't dismiss
Yeah.
my idea so easily, Banks.
Yeah.
You've got the makings of a politician in you. I wouldn't be surprised to see you in office somewhere within the next few years.
Have you lived here long?
About 20 years, in fact. This city has grown considerably since then, and I'm proud to be involved in its government.
Know anything about the other club members? They seem a bit cold.
Don't let them get to you. They're just a bit shy around new members. Soon enough, they'll warm up to you, and they'll be like your second family. In any case, the bookworm over there is Carlton Meeks. From what I understand, he's in the real estate game. The two gents over there are John Norris Sr. and Jr. Not a day goes by, they aren't in here having some sort of squabble. Finally, the esteemed gentleman leaning on the counter is Franklin Evans.
Meeks is the best character
I
in
don't
the
think
game.
I've seen his face in years. He tends to keep to himself, you see. They're not the liveliest bunch, but they'll grow on you.
I've heard you've got a particularly strong stance on the subject of prohibition.
You heard correctly, Banks. I have a strict no-tolerance policy. Oh, don't get me wrong. What a man does in his home is his business. But people going out on the town and getting smoked, it's unacceptable.
Just a minute. Are you saying you're fine with a man drinking in his own home?
Well, come now, old sport. Don't be naive. Every man enjoys a little nip now and then. Prohibition is designed for the masses, not the individuals.
How does
Keep
that
the
work?
drink at home, I say. If it's on the streets and in bars, that's where the problem lies, and that's where we have to enforce. Just look at this place. I've made sure we're as dry as a bone in here, and nobody is the worse for it.
Seem to hear a collective muttering coming from the direction of everyone else in the room.
Mr. Miller, this may be none of my business, but I was just trying to talk to the fellow over there by the counter, and, well, he's got a very strong scent of alcohol on him. I felt a bit woozy just standing next to him.
You don't say. I suppose that would explain quite a bit. This won't do. No, sir, not at all. Excuse me a moment, won't you, Banks?
Oh yeah, no, I'm sure.
Evans, are you drunk? Evans, answer me. Good Lord, how much have you had? You're a hazard. What if I wanted to light a cigarette? You're a disgrace to the good name of this club.
Oh. What's this? Flask. Small, engraved silver flask seems to be quite full. Uncapping it, you catch the unmistakable aroma of alcohol. Miller is out cold. Nobody else seems to be too bothered by this fact. Cool. Okay. Just gonna...
Your hat, sir.
Thank you.
Did you want to go and attend to it? No. Okay, cool. Duke, it's always specific people. That's what's happening now as well. We're seeing a repeat of targeting of specific people. It's always been the way. When they try to enforce something, it's not the masses. It's never the masses. Always specific people. Just the way it is. It's always the way it's been. Every time they say it's for the public good. No, it's not. Alright.
May I have a moment?
You may.
I'll
Thank
see
you.
you around.
Oh.
Count on it.
I have to, like, show her the...
Have a look at this. It's Jeremiah Miller's engraved flask.
So my hunch was right after all. Nice work, Banks. It's a bit of a tenuous link, but it's probably the best we'll be able to do at this point. Well, a deal's a deal. You can go ahead and tell Merrick I'll write for him.
Thanks!
I appreciate your help, Miss Douglas.
Yeah. Looks like it's changing here. I've really been bad with my reading. I haven't done any reading recently. To try. Really seriously get back into it. It's really hard though at the moment. Struggling with it.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you.
I believe that's everything taken care of, Mr. Merrick.
You know, when you first walked through that door, I had a feeling there was something special about you.
Thanks.
I'm glad to see my assumptions were well placed. Welcome aboard the Golden Galleon, Banks. I think you're going to do wonders for us.
The Golden Galleon, sir?
Yes, it's our new slogan. Dammers came up with it. Follow the Golden Galleon to Coral Gables, where your castles in Spain are made real.
It certainly has a ring to it.
That it does. Now then, there's no time to waste. I've got some big plans for the next few years, and I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Oh, nice. That sounds cool. Chapter 2. When the groves begin to bear. Spring 1922. It was really like 6 months.
How are those sales going, Banks?
Not bad, Doc. Just made another 12 this hour.
I knew there was something special about you the minute you stepped off that train, kid.
Say, Doc, this new office is great and all, but aren't we a bit crowded in this room?
You'll get used to it, kiddo.
It's just that in New York, I wasn't...
Well, this isn't New York, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. Anyway, George wants to see you in his office ASAP.
I see. Thanks for letting me know.
Well, alright then. Several papers. Okay. Pile of papers sitting on your desk. You have no idea what they might be. Your inbox never seems to be empty. Miss Rogers used to be Mr. Merrick's secretary, but after discovering her talent for drawing, she was given the extra responsibility of doing promotional artwork. Oh dear. Yeah. Poor Alfie just wanted to do his job. Like, if he had never left New York, man. He just wanted to be good. He wanted to work in the bank of his dad. That is Mr. Wilson, Mr. Merrick's new secretary. Dr. M is your colleague and George's right-hand man. He's the only person in the office who has you beat in sales. Something about seeing him behind a desk just seems a bit off, like seeing a lion stuck in a cage. Is this the way to the office? Nope, that's outside. My bad. There you go.
Alfie, good to see you. Please come in.
Jeez, look at this.
How do you like the new office?
It's a bit crowded, but much nicer looking than the one downtown.
The success of Coral Gables isn't going to be about money or sales. It's about aesthetics.
Well, you've certainly gone above and beyond in that department, sir.
There's no need to be so formal. We're all a big family here. Please call me George.
Fair enough. What was it you wanted to see me about, George?
Ah, yes, of course. I'm giving you a very special assignment. We've been doing fantastic with sales thus far, but I've decided to try a new approach.
Okay.
I'm calling the project State Days. Each week, we'll bring down a group of people by bus from a different state.
It's something,
but
yeah.
it won't just be enough to show them around. We need something more. A spectacle.
What kind of spectacle?
Ah, this is where you come in.
Okay.
I want you to ask around. See if you can find some sort of performer or show that will impress the crowds.
I really wouldn't know where to begin.
You're a resourceful young fellow. I'm sure you'll find something. Which reminds me. Here you are. The keys to your own company car. It should make getting around town much easier.
No fooling? My own car?
It's cheaper for us to have you drive yourself around rather than pay for taxi rides.
At least he got his own car.
You can drive, can't you?
Well, I admit it's been a while.
Just take care not to run into any ditches and you should be fine. Oh, and also, this telegram arrived for you this morning. I was going to send it along with my secretary, but you got here first. Now get to it. I've got a group from New York coming in 2 days, and I want some entertainment for them.
I'm on it.
Alright. I'll leave. And then look at telegram. Read the telegram which has been sent from your brother, Beauregard. Alfie, mother informed me of your success in Florida. Have come to Miami to visit you. Had no personal contact details, so sent message to your office. Meet me for lunch at Gables Diner on Aragon Avenue. Look forward to seeing you, Beau. You fold up the telegram and toss it away with mild annoyance. How like him to show up just when things are going well for you. Still, as he is your brother, you make a note to meet him for lunch. Alright, well...
Hey, Doc.
Howdy, Banks.
How are things going for you?
Not bad, not bad. Although, being cooped up in this office is starting to get to me. I'm itching to get back out into the field again. Oh, which reminds me, are you doing anything later today? I could use your help with something.
I should have a little time available. What sort of help did you have in mind?
I'm going to be conducting a demonstration for some prospective buyers, and I need a volunteer. But in order to keep things under control, I can't just pick any old egg. I need a plant.
So you want me to be your volunteer?
If you'd be so kind. I'll have my cart set up in a field near the corner of Granada and Bird. Drop by this afternoon and I'll give you more details.
Okay.
Everything going well for the development?
Not well, no. Things are going gangbusters. We're expanding every day and getting ever closer to the big project.
Big project?
Oh, don't you worry. That will be revealed very soon.
Better hit the bricks.
Righto.
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
What's that you're working on?
Oh, I'm just getting a few reports transcribed for Mr. Merrick.
Reports?
Yeah, you know, the reports you all have to do after making a sale or interviewing a potential client. The ones you're required to do.
Oh, sure, those.
Yeah,
Of
those
course.
ones. Mm-hmm.
Things around here seem to be shaping up pretty nicely, wouldn't you say?
They certainly seem to be, Banks. They certainly seem to be.
See you around.
Let me just go back here for just a second.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
So, how are you liking your new job?
Oh, it's wonderful. I finally feel useful around here.
To be fair, being Merrick's secretary wasn't exactly a useless position.
True, but I think I can bring a lot more to this company doing promotional art rather than just taking calls.
The Coral Gables project seems to be going pretty well, wouldn't you say?
It sure does. If this office is any indication, we'll be doing extremely well in the next few years.
Have you happened to hear anything about what's next?
I think Mr. Merrick is still concentrating on getting lots sold. After that, who knows? Although I did overhear someone saying something about a pool. No idea what they meant by it, though.
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Coworkers. Coworkers are hard at work making sure lots and houses are sold. You don't want to bother them, they're busy. Yeah, it just says coworkers. Cool. Alrighty. Well, in that case, let's hit the bricks, as he says. Find us some entertainment. It's a very opulent... Ah, there we go. I haven't crashed it. Demers Demo, Miami Men's Club, Diner, Sales Office. Let's go Men's Club. Hey, Morris.
All good with you, Morris?
Yes, sir. I hope all is well with you too.
Absolutely. I like we're basically dressed the same at this point.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks.
Radio seems to have an antenna attached to the side. Apparently I've taken the antenna. I'm not sure why. But I've taken it. It lets me do it, so I must need it. So we're just going to follow the rules of point and click and take the antenna. Next. Hey, bro. Okay. Hey, Doc.
So what's this all about?
The future, my boy, the future!
And what will I be doing exactly?
You're going to be my plant in the crowd, but there's one last thing I need before we're ready to go.
Okay.
What's that?
I seem to have misplaced my model streetcar, or maybe I left it back at the sales office. Could you go have a look while I finish setting up?
I'm on it.
Okay. show up. This is how you destroy the environment. I'm just saying. This is how you mess with the environment. You take all these trips in the car back and forth. Although I suppose they couldn't actually call, right? So. I want to check his desk. I'm looking for his desk. No, you wouldn't think so.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
No.
Thank you.
Okay. Well, I don't know where his... Hey, have you seen a streetcar?
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
Say, you've been around all morning. Did you happen to notice a model streetcar on Doc's desk?
Oh,
Is something wrong?
Banks, you have to promise me you won't say anything.
All right, mum's the word. What's the problem?
When Doc left earlier, I noticed the model streetcar on his desk. I went to get it so I could go after him and let him know he left it behind. But I accidentally knocked it on the floor and, well, the little antenna it had on it broke off. I feel terrible about it, but there's nothing I can do.
Oh, is that all? Don't worry about it. Let me have the model and I'll see about fixing it. And don't worry, Doc will be none the wiser.
Thank you, Banks. I owe you one.
See you around.
Like, Alfie seems like a legitimately nice little person. There you go, look at that. He seems like a legitimately nice person. If just, I think if anything we could say about him, he's just a little too ambitious, maybe, for his own good, sometimes. Like, that's how I would describe him. He's maybe just a touch too ambitious. Alright. Gosh, I'm tired today. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Here you go, Doc. One model streetcar ready to roll.
Let's do this.
Thanks, Alfie. Sometimes I think I'd forget my own head if it weren't bolted on. Now come back in about a half an hour and join the crowd. When I ask for a volunteer, you get up here before any of the others get a chance. Then just follow my lead and we'll knock everyone's socks off.
Sounds easy enough. See you in a bit.
Okay. Do I just go directly back there? Yeah.
And in order to show off the amazing future of Coral Gables, I'll need a volunteer from the crowd. Who would like to assist me?
I'll do it.
Fantastic. Now, young man who I can assure everyone I have never seen before today, what is your name?
It's Alfie Banks, sir.
Well, Alfie, you look like a man with taste. A man who wouldn't think twice about moving into a luxury area like Coral Gables. And believe me, if you think it's something now, just wait until you see what the future holds. Come closer and let everyone in the crowd get a look.
Okay, cool.
Now then, if you'd be so kind as to take this alligator clip and attach it to the positive terminal on that battery there.
Okay.
Fantastic. Now just wait 1 second while I get the model. And here we go. Gentlemen, behold the future of Coral Gables. The streetcar. What the... Ah!
Doc, are you all right?
Well, that certainly went off with a bang, didn't it? Show's over, folks. You can see yourselves out.
I don't understand what happened.
Seems the antenna on the model car touched the charged up pole and went kablooey.
But why would it do that?
Probably because some joker swapped the plastic antenna for this metal one with a wire.
Oh, I thought the model was battery powered.
No, it's a wind-up. The battery was just to impress the crowd.
Oh dear.
But it hardly matters. I set out to wow them, and that's exactly what I did. I mean, it could have gone better, but you did what you could. You can go ahead and get back to what you were doing before.
You're welcome.
I wonder if I had done it to the other one. Hold on. Let me test something. I just want to see what happens if I do this. Nope, sorry. Just out of curiosity, I just want to see. Just out of curiosity.
Here you go, Doc. One model streetcar ready to roll.
Thanks, Alfie. Sometimes I think I'd forget my own head if it weren't bolted on. Now come back in about a half an hour and join the crowd. When I ask for a volunteer, you get up here before any of the others get a chance. Then just follow my lead and we'll knock everyone's socks off.
Sounds easy enough. See you in a bit.
Let's see what happens.
And in order to show off the amazing future of Coral Gables, I'll need a volunteer from the crowd. Who would like to assist me?
I'll do it.
Fantastic! Now, young man who I can assure everyone I have never seen before today,
So funny.
What is your name?
It's Alfie Banks, sir.
Well, Alfie, you look like a man with taste.
Thank you.
Man who wouldn't think twice about moving into a luxury area like Coral Gables. And believe me, if you think it's something now, just wait until you see what the future holds. Come closer and let everyone in the crowd get a look. Now then, if you'd be so kind as to take this alligator clip and attach it to the positive terminal on that battery there. Not quite right there, boy. I said the positive terminal.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Fantastic. Now just wait 1 second while I get the model.
Okay. I was just wondering if
Here we go.
there was a way to, like, stop that from happening.
Gentlemen, behold the future of Coral Gables.
But there's not.
The streetcar. What the?
Doc, are you all right?
Well, that certainly went. Show's over.
Okay.
I don't know.
Seems the end.
But why?
Probably.
Oh,
No, but it hard. I mean, it could have. You can go ahead.
you're...
Okay. I'm just gonna load from, like, what I was actually doing. I was just curious. Cool. Well, on to the next thing, I guess. We'll go have lunch with our brother. No, the demo's still there. Interesting.
There he is.
Beauregard, how nice to see you.
Oh, why so formal, Alfred? Aren't you glad to see your brother?
Of course, I just wish I'd had a bit more of a warning is all.
Oh, come on. Who needs warnings with family? Anyway, let's have a seat. I was about to chew my own arm off waiting for you. So, tell me what you've been up to.
Why don't you tell me what you've been up to?
Not too much, really. I've kind of been in a rut, to tell the truth. I feel like I could use a change.
Why don't you go to work for the company?
Morris is still peeved at what happened with you. He hasn't been very receptive.
Oh. Look, about that.
You don't have to explain yourself, Alfie. I know you couldn't possibly have done what he says you did.
Thanks.
Whatever really happened, you're better off having left that place.
Yeah, they really didn't like me. They
Thank you,
absolutely
Bo.
sabotaged.
I appreciate your support. I'm working on an assignment at the moment.
Oh yeah? What?
I've been put in charge of finding a spectacle to sell lots to people coming in from out of town.
No kidding. Sounds like fun.
It's not fun, it's work.
So, who's to say work can't be fun?
True.
You've never worked a day in your life, Bo. How would you know?
Are you gonna start with that baloney again?
Fair point. Anyhow, I have yet to find anything suitable.
Well, if it helps, I overheard that guy over there talking about how his wife was a wing walker or something. Might be something worth looking into.
You know, it just might. Thank you, Bo.
I don't think I want to talk about my success.
It's been great catching up with you, Bo, but I really should get going. How long are you planning on being in town for?
Well, actually, I was considering moving down here too.
Really? You're gonna leave Mother alone?
She'll be fine. She's got plenty of friends in the neighborhood. Besides, it's gotten to the point where I'm feeling like more of a burden than a help.
So he's coming down here to burden me.
Actually letting little baby Bo come down here on his own?
Knock it off, will ya? She doesn't mind it so much knowing you're here. Anyway, I'll be here if you get any more time off today.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Alright, let's talk to this dude.
Pardon the interruption, folks.
Huh? Oh, what can I do for you?
Pleasure to meet you, sir. And madam, my name is Alfred Banks, but please call me Alfie.
How do you do, Alfie? The name's Richard Burns, but everyone calls me Curly.
Why?
Over there's my wife, Mabel Cody.
Pleasure's all mine, Mr. Banks.
Are you folks from down here originally?
Nah, we're just traveling around with our act.
Your act?
Sure, ain't you heard of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus?
No.
I'm afraid I haven't. Please, tell me about it.
Why, it's the most exciting and daring show you'll see all year. We got a biplane which flies unbelievably low to the ground, and Mabel walks across the wings. We've been touring all across the state.
This sounds
impressing
so
crowds in the
incredibly
hundreds.
dangerous.
Sounds exciting. Are you for hire?
Always. Who's interested?
Have you ever heard of George Merrick?
The guy who's developing this area? Sure.
Well, he's in need of a spectacle to entertain crowds he's planning on bringing in from out of state. I think your flying circus would fit the bill perfectly.
Sounds good. But don't forget about our little issues, Curly.
Ah, of course.
Uh-oh.
Is there a problem?
Of course there's a problem.
Couple, actually. But really, they're more minor setbacks than problems. Our pilot just quit to get married, so we haven't got anyone to fly our plane. Then there's the plane itself, which got a bit damaged during the last show. And of course, the small issue of requiring payment in advance. But we can still talk business. These are just minor setbacks that can be easily resolved, I'm sure.
You say you haven't got a pilot?
Well, at the moment, no. Like I said, our guy quit last week.
I heard there's a pretty good pilot in town, but we haven't been able to get a hold of him.
Oh, yeah, the Flynn or something like that. If we could get him on board, that would be just ducky.
What's wrong with your plane?
Nothing too serious. It's being worked on right now. The mechanic said it should be ready by next week.
I don't know if Mr. Merrick wants to wait that long. Where's the plane now? Maybe I can see about speeding up the process.
It's over at the airfield near Granada Boulevard.
Okay.
About your payment.
Of course, of course. Our fee is $50 up front. That gets you a full show, which lasts 30 minutes.
Imagine.
I'm afraid I haven't got that kind of money on me. I'll have to ask Mr. Merrick about it.
Sure, not a problem. Just let us know when you've got the dough.
Imagine $50
I appreciate your time.
No sweat, pal.
for a 30-minute show of a plane and like that level of... I mean, what would that even cost nowadays? I shudder to think. Alright. Restrooms. You don't need to use the restroom? Are you sure? Okay. Alright, let's get out of here. Bye, Bo. I don't want to talk about my success with you. You'll get the wrong idea. Okay. Judging from the enormous letters, this appears to be their biplane. Oddly enough, it seems her name has been misspelled. You notice there's a considerable chunk missing from the plane's rudder. Hi, mechanic. What's going on?
Hello there, my good man.
Yes, sir?
You look awfully young to be an airplane mechanic. How long have you been doing this for?
6 months next week. But I've been working on planes since I was a kid. My father was an airplane mechanic during the war, see? So he taught me everything he knew.
Cool.
Curly and Mabel sent me to check up on things. How long before this beauty is up in the sky again?
Shouldn't be more than a week. I'm kind of stuck waiting right now. There isn't much else I can do at the moment.
What is it you're waiting on?
I have 2 parts on their way. One's a piece for the rudder, and the other's a magneto for the engine.
Okay.
What about this magneto you mentioned?
The magneto for the ignition is damaged, and I'm waiting on a replacement to come in.
What sort of engine is it?
Curtiss OX-5. Fairly common engine in these types of planes. Some boats, too. Unreliable piece of junk, really. But they mostly get the job done.
Any idea where I'd be able to get one?
Order from the manufacturer, like I did. Aside from that, any place where there's lots of planes or boats would have them in spades.
Right, okay.
I think that gives me an idea. By the way, where is the magneto usually found on the engine?
Right at the bottom in front. Can't miss it.
Okay.
How badly is the rudder damaged?
See for yourself. Looks like something took a bite out of it.
So what are you waiting on to fix it?
A new rudder top. Should be here in a few days.
Is there anything that might be used as a substitute?
Any decent-sized wooden plank would do in a pinch, sure.
Okay.
I'll let you get on with it.
See ya.
More searching of things. Inside are an assorted number of wrenches, screwdrivers, and other tools you aren't familiar with.
Would you mind terribly if I borrowed one of your wrenches?
Not as long as you bring it back, I don't.
Well, it's very trusting of you. Thank you.
I can't say I blame you for wanting to borrow it. That clunker looks like it needs to be serviced pretty soon.
Okay. Let's get going again. I might have to make this a short one. I'm so sleepy today. But also, my eye has been twitching, so that's bothering me as well. I've got a twitchy eye at the moment. So... okay. Hey, bro. Can I pick up this sign here? I just want this. Thanks.
Would you be opposed to me taking your sign, Doc?
Take it. I'm sick of the sight of it.
Okay, cool. Thanks. That's one thing. Now we need this magneto thing. Actually, like I said, I remember the ending of the game. I don't necessarily remember the whole thing, so this isn't me just like remembering stuff and playing through. I'm actually having to play it through. I just...
Welcome to the Dinner Key Marina, sir. Please let me know if I can be of any assistance.
Sure. What are you doing here?
Fine day for it. What can I do for you?
Don't you get uncomfortable standing out in this heat wearing dark clothing?
You get used to it after a while. And besides, there's a nice sea breeze that comes in every so often. Keeps things cool.
I suppose there are worse places to be standing around.
Yep, that there are.
That's what we used to call, when I lived in Perth, it was called the Fremantle Doctor. And so Fremantle was like a city sort of just south of Perth, about an hour, I guess, or maybe 40 minutes by train. And it was right on the water. And occasionally you'd get like this breeze that would come through in the afternoons around 3 o'clock, and we called it the Frio Doctor. Fremantle Doctor. And it was like to cool off the city, like on really hot days. I don't know how much it really helped. It was still pretty hot, but...
This marina doesn't seem to have many boats.
Yes, well, hasn't been a commercial marina very long. It was taken over for naval operations during the war. But we're steadily getting more people coming in. My guess is people will be fighting for space within the next year or so.
Yeah. Although...
That's certainly an interesting contraption at the end of the dock there, isn't it?
There was a reason I left.
Yes, it's definitely something to look at. It's been docked there for quite a while now. I actually can't remember seeing who brought it in. Shame, really. I'd like to ask the owner about it. Really quite a fascinating piece of machinery.
I'll just be on my way.
Have a nice day, sir.
Good night. Go... Yeah? No? Okay. Can I use the wrench? No. Can I go anywhere else? Oh, wait. I did see. Plane's engine is mounted on the top of the wing. Seems a strange place to be, but then this is no ordinary plane. Got it.
Hey now, don't be fooling around with that.
Oh. I need to make the guard go away. Okay. Don't know how that's gonna work just yet. Bring him this piece at least. And then figure out second thing. Oh yeah, and there was a pilot.
Think you might make use of this piece of wood?
Now let me see. I think I can, yeah. If I shave off a bit of the side here, it'll work as a replacement for the missing chunk of rudder. Hey, thanks, mister. You really saved me some time here.
Happy to help.
No problem. So we just need one more. We need one more piece. Need to find a pilot. Unsure where that person would be. Sales office, diner. Let's go back to the men's club. Oh, there he is. Oddly dressed man. John Norris Jr. is currently listening to amazing stories of daring do. Whether or not he actually believes them is anyone's guess. Carlton Meeks, a man of few words. He also works in real estate, has more or less become your closest relation to this club.
Begging your pardon.
Yeah, what is it?
Are you a new member here? I've never seen you around.
No, I've just been away for a while. I don't know if you've heard, but there was this little thing called the Great War.
Sure, but that was 4 years ago.
I had other things to do before visiting this fair city again.
Look at his expression.
When you get to be as famous as me, there's a lot of demand for your presence.
I feel this may be a silly question on my part, but are you a pilot?
Guilty as charged. Zachariah Flynn's the name, but everybody in the know calls me Flyboy.
Why?
In the know?
Sure. Anyone with half a brain's heard of my heroic deeds during the war.
I suppose my brain must not be intact, because I've never heard of you.
Well then, allow me to enlighten you. During my first campaign, I was in a total of 57 dogfights, and I won every single one of them. I racked up 200 enemy kills and earned 17 Medals of Valor. Then I started my second campaign in 1915, where
This guy really enjoys talking about himself. You find your mind wandering to somewhat more interesting subjects. Roughly 20 minutes later.
So that's basically a summary of my accomplishments.
Oh, yes. Fascinating.
Hold on. I'm just trying to see if Zachariah Flynn was a real person. No. Or if he was, it doesn't come up. No. No. Okay. Cool. Cannot find, Cool. Good to know.
I have a business proposal.
I just thought I'd check.
Oh, yeah?
Since there's some real
I'm in
people.
need of a pilot for an air show that's being put together. Would you be interested?
That all depends. What's it pay?
That's a detail we can negotiate later on.
And what exactly happens in the air show?
You fly the plane, and Mabel Cody does wing walking and other stunts.
Mabel Cody, eh?
Yes, of Mabel Cody's Flying Circus. They've been touring all over Florida.
Sounds interesting, but I have one last question. Why on earth would a pilot of my skill and fame want to work for some podunk air show?
Because it's being sponsored by George Merrick and his Coral Gables project. Surely you've heard of that.
Of course, can't throw a rock in this town without seeing ads for it. He seems to be getting lots of people interested.
He is. Just think of what all those people will say when they see you in the show.
Okay, I'll be your pilot, but on one condition.
Uh-oh.
What's your condition?
I want to be the star attraction of your show. You'll have posters, right?
I would assume so, yes.
Right. I want them to make me out as the star.
I see. Any other requirements?
Well, now that you mention it, the name shouldn't be anything too fancy. I'll let visuals do the work there. Also, I think the colors should really pop, like the kind that go well with each other, you know? And finally, I think we should concentrate on quantity. I want so many of these posters around they cover entire walls.
I'll see what I can do.
Okay.
I'll see you later.
Take care, Mac.
Hello, Meeks.
Thanks, it's good to see you.
Apparently I don't have anything to say to him. Okay, so let me go back to diner. Hey guys.
Pardon the interruption, folks.
Huh? Oh, what can I do for you?
You say you have...
Well, at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. If we could get it.
I appreciate...
No.
Okay, well...
Hey, Bo.
Alfie, what's going on?
This is a quaint little place. I've never been here myself.
It is, isn't it? Kinda reminds me of the one back home we used to go to.
I can see it, sure. But all these diners tend to look the same after a while.
There's something about this one. I don't know how to describe it, but it feels special somehow.
Why don't you get a job here?
I just might, actually.
Really? I was just pulling your leg. You're telling me you actually want to work?
Is it that hard to believe?
To be perfectly frank, yes. What's made you change your mind?
Leaving the city, coming down here, I guess it's just made me realize I need to be independent.
Well, yeah, that's probably...
How's Mother doing?
She's okay. Coping. Like I said, she's got friends who keep her company.
It's been nearly 10 years since Father died. She needs to move on.
Tell me something I don't know. In a way, I think my moving down here will do her some good. She'll realize she has a life to live on her own.
I certainly hope so. Has New York changed much?
You've been gone less than 4 months. How much could it have possibly changed?
You'd be surprised, Bo.
Change down
Although,
here.
to tell the truth, I get the feeling this city will be almost unrecognizable in a few years. Just the way of the world, I suppose.
You really give me the heebie-jeebies when you get all philosophical like that, Alfie.
Hey, Bo. How'd you like to go for a drive?
Really? Where to?
How about Dinner Key Marina? You can look at the boats in the ocean.
Sounds like the bee's knees. Let's go.
I need a distraction. Come with me.
Hello there.
Fine day for it. What can I do for you?
I'll just be on my way.
Have a nice day, sir.
Okay.
Bo, come over here.
What is it?
I need you to do me a favor and chat up the security guard. Tell him you own that hydroplane over there.
What? Why?
Just trust me. Oh, and if he starts asking you questions about it, just make something up. I get the feeling he isn't exactly the sharpest knife in the drawer.
Okay, if you say so.
It's a bit dodgy. But anyway. Examine the engine closely. If you're going to do anything with it, you'll need something more than just your bare hands. Well, I have that. Working quickly, you liberate the magneto from the plane's engine. Fantastic.
Come on, Bo. Let's head back.
Just casually using my brother, it's fine. And if it's been sitting there for a while, they're not going to miss it.
That was
it's
fun.
okay.
I'm glad we made it back in one piece. Thanks for the ride, Alfie.
No worries, my bro. I can't remember what he ends up doing in this game. Where am I going? This way. Okay, so that's the plane fix. Now we just need to figure out
Is this the sort of magneto you need for the engine?
It sure is. How were you able to get one so quickly?
Don't ask.
I have my ways.
Well, you really saved me some time. I'll get to work replacing this right away.
Fantastic. Here's your wrench back, by the way.
The mechanic eyes you with a suspicious expression.
Thanks. Hey, you've really helped me out with getting this plane fixed. It should be ready by tomorrow.
Hello there, my good...
Yes.
Pleasure.
See you.
Okay. I figured there was nothing else to talk to him about, but I thought I'd double check. Just in cases. Okay, so we've got the plane fix. Now to deal with my dude. So we're gonna go here. And we're gonna get some help with the artwork. Because we know somebody who does that.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
Ms. Rogers, I'm on a special assignment for Mr. Merrick, and I need to design a poster.
Sure. What will you be needing?
You give Miss Rogers a brief overview of the assignment.
But I need a few specific design elements.
Just tell me what you need, and I'll prepare a mock-up for you. What are you going to want to put on it for the name?
Just Flynn's Flying Circus, I think.
Well, at least there'll be more space on the poster for images.
That's what he
so
wants.
So what color scheme are you going to want?
Please hold. Color wheel. Because I'm very bad. Color wheel. Images. Give me that. Color wheel. Okay. Color wheel. So, oh, no. Sorry, stop. Here we go. This is all I want. So what was it? Orange. Orange and blue are kind of across from each other. Orange and red. Yellow and pink are across from each other. Ish. I think orange and blue. Rather than yellow and pink. Yellow and pink are like almost exactly across, but not quite. So I would say orange and blue are more like across.
Orange and blue.
Okay, and how big are we going to print these?
About a standard poster size, suitable for framing.
Right. Give me about 20 minutes and I'll have a mock-up design for you.
I think he probably wants bigger than that, but we'll find it.
There you are.
Thank you.
Alright, let me take a look at this. It states in rather small print, Flynn's Flying Circus. Okay, we'll see what he says. I feel like he wants it bigger. We also need to talk to Merrick, so since I'm here, I'll check. Ask him about the money.
George?
Yes, Alfie?
Okay.
How's everything coming along?
Wonderfully. Thank you for asking. Clearly, you can see progress by way of the new office, but we're also expanding to larger projects. I've got my head architect designing a luxury pool, and our largest project is in the initial phase.
What exactly is this mysterious project I keep hearing about?
A
It'll be
hotel.
announced soon. I just need to iron out some details.
Like the
But
blueprints.
It will be worth the wait, I can assure you.
I think there might be something wrong with the car you gave me.
Oh? Has it given you any trouble?
It just sort of makes this clunking noise sometimes.
I was told it was in perfectly acceptable working order. Oh well, as long as it gets you around, you'll be all right.
You'll be fine.
I think I may have found your spectacle.
Wonderful. What is it?
Mabel Cody's Flying Circus. She's a wing walker. Does all kinds of stunts, apparently.
Sounds like a terrific find. Well done.
There's just one thing. She and her husband require payment in advance.
I see. How much?
$50 for a 30-minute show.
Reasonable enough, I suppose. You'll have to take the money out of our business account. Just head over to the Bank of Coral Gables and tell them I sent you to withdraw the money.
That's all for now.
Okay. So first things first, let me go and deal with this pilot and see if I've got this right. I have a feeling I've done this wrong. Or at least not 100% to his standards, but we'll, because I think he said he wanted like really, really big posters. But let me check. Let's see what he says. What's this?
Begging your pardon,
Yeah, what is it?
I've had this poster made up for the air show. What do you think?
Let me see that. Nice name, I like that. Nice colors, exactly what I was thinking. And what's this little number on the side here?
That's how big the final print size will be.
That's not the right size at all.
Okay, it needs to be
Hate
bigger.
to say it, but this poster ain't no good. Let me know when you've got it looking more like I want.
He wants the bigger. Okay, that's fine. I had a feeling I'd done it wrong, but I was like, sales office. Clunk, 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 clunk. Clunk, 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 clunk. Alright. Can you redo exactly the same, just bigger?
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
Miss Rogers, I'm afraid I need to ask you to redesign this poster.
It's fine, Mr. Banks. Just tell me what you need. What are
Okay.
you going to want to put on it for the name?
Same thing.
Just Flynn's Flying Circus, I think.
Well, at least there'll be more space on the poster for images. So what color scheme are you going to want?
The orange and blue.
Orange and blue.
Okay, and how big are we going to print these?
Big.
Big. The biggest we can get. Around 37 by 60.
You aren't fooling around. Right. Give me about 20 minutes and I'll have a mock-up designed for you. There you are.
Thank you.
All right. Okay. All right. That should make him happy. Probably could have gotten. I probably should have guessed that he wanted like the biggest size. I was like, I thought he said like he wanted as many as possible. So I was like, well, if you have them smaller, you can put up more of them. And that was sort of my thinking. But I forgot I was dealing with the male ego. So that's my bad. Probably could have guessed that he wanted the biggest of biggest posters. Alright.
Begging your pardon,
Yeah, what is it?
I've had this poster made up for the air show. What do you think?
Let me see that. Nice name, I like that. Nice colors, exactly what I was thinking. And what's this little number on the side here?
That's how big the final print size will be.
That's not the right size at all.
Oh.
Hate to say it, but this poster, let me know.
Oh. So I did understand him correctly. He wants more of them, so he wants the smallest one? I'm so confused. Did I look at this wrong? Am I misunderstanding the sizes? I don't work in inches anyway, so it's, you know, there's that, but I thought... Guess I can eat my words about the male ego, huh?
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
Sorry.
Miss Rogers, I'm afraid I need to ask you to redesign this poster.
Third time.
It's fine, Mr. Banks. Just tell me what you need. What are you going to want to put on it for the name?
Just
Well, at least there'll be... So what?
orange and
Okay.
small. The size of a standard sheet of paper, so we can have lots of...
Okay.
Right. Give me about 20 minutes and I'll have a mock-up designed for you.
That was... okay.
There you are. Again.
Thank you.
Sorry! Yeah, she sounded like she was frustrated with me at that point. Third time's the charm, right? Pause. Not bad. Eating my words. Just gonna take this foot out of my mouth. Okay. So any ruining to the environment was my own fault, because I could have absolutely done this correctly the
Begging
first
your
time.
pardon.
Yeah, what is it?
I've had this poster.
Let me see that. Nice.
Yep, yep,
And what's
yep.
this-
That's how...
Of course, that's perfect. Well, this is just the bee's knees. People are gonna love this show.
I'm glad you approve. Does this mean I can count on you as the pilot?
Sure, just let me know where and when, and I'll be there.
Right. Let's go to the diner. Oh, actually, no, let me go get the money first. This becomes a pretty prolific part of the game, I seem to remember. Currently closed. Seems to be a free window. Fantastic.
Welcome to the Bank of Coral Gables. How may I help you, sir?
I need to withdraw
Or-
some money.
I recognize that name. Or, sorry, that voice. Where do I know that voice from? Provide the teller with the necessary information. Complete the rather boring
Thank you
transaction.
for banking with us, sir. Have a pleasant day.
I'll try my best.
Everyone with their hands up. This is a robbery.
Oh.
I said put your hands up.
I don't... Okay. Oh. How do I put my hands up?
Now, just a minute. There's really no need for this.
Shut up, Mac. Nobody asked you to talk. Just put your hands up and hand over the dough.
Now, if you'll just listen for a moment.
Well, what are you playing at, bucko? I ain't got time to chat.
Okay.
Just hand over your dough before the boys in blue get here, will ya?
Okay. You are attempting to persuade this person. Pick a dialogue choice based on what you think will make them lean towards your argument. Pay special attention to their face, and it is often an indicator for your progress. If you need a hint, click the Seller Intuition button to perform a personality analysis. If you fail at persuasion, there are always other ways to convince them. You're clearly new at this. Is this your first time?
What do you think this is? Playtime? You just come in here, waving a gun around, demanding everyone put their hands up?
I don't know if this is gonna work.
Have you even done this before?
No, as a matter of fact, I
Okay.
haven't. But this ain't about my personal life. This is about you handing over your money.
Okay, got him there. If you think you're getting my money, you're sorely mistaken. You might be able to avoid the police if you just leave now. Is this really what you want to be doing with your life?
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life? Robbing banks? Surely things can't be so bad that you have to turn to a life of crime.
What do you know, huh? You got no idea about my life.
Extra-
Times ain't so glamorous for everyone,
extra-rise?
you know. Just because you get to parade around in fancy suits doesn't mean it's the same for everyone else. Now quit trying to distract me and just hand over your cash.
You talk tough, you probably never even fired a gun. Going through with this will cause more problems than you need.
Face facts, would you? If you go through with this, you're gonna have lots of problems. Isn't it better to just give up and start over with your life?
It's easy
No.
for you to say. You ain't been through what I have. Now I'm sick of talking. Hand over the dough or you're gonna get it.
Eyebrows went down.
Okay, enough talking. So, what's it gonna be?
We've wasted enough time talking. Shut up and hand over your dough.
Okay. Not what I
I
wanted.
ain't kidding around. Hand over the dough now.
Hold on a second. I just want to try something. I've got an autosave. Hold on a second. What was this? 49? Is this where I want to go? Yeah. Let's try this again. I want to try this again.
Welcome to the Bank of
I got
Coral
the
Gables.
first two.
How may I help you, sir?
I need to withdraw some money.
Just because I want to do it this way.
Thank you for banking with us, sir. Have a pleasant day.
I
I'll
really
try my
know that
best.
voice. It's definitely
Everyone
from a
with their
game
hands
I've
up.
played recently.
This is a robbery.
Or previously.
I said put your hands up.
Now, just a minute. There's really no need for this.
Shut up, Mac. Nobody asked you to talk. Just put your hands up and hand over the dough.
Now, if you'll just listen for a moment.
No.
What are you playing at, bucko? I ain't got time to chat. Just hand over your dough before the boys in blue get here, will ya?
You can't reason with him. Okay. We can expose
What
him.
do you think this is? Playtime? You just come in here, waving a gun around, demanding everyone put their hands up? Have you even done this before?
No, as a matter of fact, I haven't. But this ain't about my personal life. This is about you handing over your money.
Is this really what you want to be doing with your life? Robbing banks?
Give me the extra.
Surely things can't be so bad that you have to turn to a life of crime.
What do you know, huh? You got no idea about my life.
Okay, so that's
Times ain't so
two.
glamorous for everyone you know. Just 'cause you get to parade around in fancy suits doesn't mean it's the same for everyone else.
2 eyebrow
Quit trying to
raises.
distract me and just hand over your cash.
Okay, so I can't reason. Threaten, taunt. I think threaten?
You know, I know lots of people. If you rob or shoot me, you're gonna have to answer to them.
Oh yeah? Like who?
Johnny the rat.
Don't make me laugh. You're just some college boy in a fancy suit who don't know nothing from no one.
Okay, enough talk.
Okay, no, it's not. It is taunt.
What's it gonna be?
Okay, fine.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
know what I was thinking coming in here, but there's gotta be another way. I'll leave you alone, but promise me you won't call the cops, okay?
So as long as I have 2 eyebrow raises, I'm good.
Not bad, Banks. I'm impressed. Finally, a newsworthy story. Real estate agent foils bank robbery. I may or may not include a pun on your last name. I haven't quite decided that yet.
I'm just glad nobody got hurt.
How are things going on the Gables project anyway?
Not bad. In fact, you might want to come to the Granada airfield in a few days to see for yourself.
Sounds like a plan. See you there, Banks.
So I just needed the 2 eyebrow raise. I didn't need the 3rd thing, because I got the 3rd thing wrong. So I wonder how that works. If you get all of them, or if it matters, if you only need 2 of the 3 is, I guess.
Pardon the interruption, folks.
Huh? Oh, what can I do for you?
Oh.
I appreciate...
No.
Hold up. Money.
Here you go. I believe this takes care of your payment.
Certainly does. Much appreciated.
Feeling satisfied that you've taken care of all the arrangements for the air show, you head back to the office to inform Mr. Merrick and begin preparations.
This is it. Are you ready?
I think so. Flyboy?
Are you kidding? I was born ready.
Only thing is, we can't seem to find Dave.
Who?
The fellow who drives me over to the plane so I can climb on it.
Oh, yeah.
Quite a turnout today, Banks. Seems Merrick
That's
has got
right.
a lot riding on
I
this
have to
little
do
show.
this.
Feeling nervous?
Nervous? Me? Of course not.
Oh,
Absolutely.
by the way, Miss Cody, I ran into someone named Dave on my way over, and he said to tell you he wasn't feeling well. At least, I think that's what he said. He was a bit hard to understand, to be honest.
He probably got into Curly's secret stash of corn whiskey again. Well, looks like we're gonna need another driver if we aim to get this stunt performed today.
I'll drive the car.
You sure? You ain't practiced with us before.
How hard could it possibly be?
Don't worry, Banks. With a pilot of my skill, this will be like shooting fish in a barrel.
It will be, assuming you ain't one of those all hat and no cattle types.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean, but I'm sure this will all go down without a hitch.
All right, let's get this done. We've
God.
got a crowd to impress.
Okay.
Okay, Banks.
All right.
It's as simple as cow pie. All you gotta do is keep her steady and let Curly know when to lower the top. That'll signal Flyboy. When the plane comes, keep her at the right speed and position so I can climb up on it.
Okay, so... Okay.
Not going any further that way.
Okay.
We're going too fast, Banks. Trying to move the top now would rip it off like tissue paper, and you lose control of the car.
Okay.
Woo-wee! We're kicking up a heck of a lot of dust.
Let's try.
Is that going to be a problem?
Nah, makes things more exciting, like a cattle stampede.
I'm so glad. There she goes.
Oh no, she's lost her grip.
Banks, do something! I can't hold on much longer.
She won't be able to climb up the ladder if she doesn't regain her footing.
Okay, up. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try getting it right this time.
I did everything right. That was all you. Is this too far? No.
Dang, you weren't in the right position, Banks. Flyboy will swoop around again. Make sure you're in the right position this time.
Alright, alright. See, it says that, but I'm like, how do I get, I can't get any further, right? Yeah, that's not, okay.
Oh no, she's lost her grip.
Banks!
Oh my god.
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try getting it.
What is happening? Wait, oh, well, I missed that.
Okay, Banks. It's as simple as when the plane.
So apparently I did it wrong. Alright. Oh no, that's too fast. Slow it down. Take the lid off. Okay.
If I slow...
No. Oh. There we go. See, it says up there, but... It doesn't actually... it says it's too far, if you ask me. But anyway, let's see what happens if I stay here.
Oh no, she's lost her...
Banks!
She won't be able to climb...
Oh, that was a close one. Now, let's try getting it right this time.
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong.
This July...
Damn, run out of field.
I'm really confused by what I'm doing wrong here.
Okay, Banks. When the plane
Alright.
If I slow down...
Oh.
Oh no, she's lost her...
Banks!
She won't be able to...
Okay, well, that's better.
Now, let's try...
Yeah, and? See, and then it says here, and I'm like, okay. Cool.
Oh no, she's lost her...
Banks!
She won't be able...
Oh, that now...
I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Oh, I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what I'm doing wrong. I know what I'm doing wrong. Please hold. I think I've just remembered.
Oh no, she's...
Banks!
She won't be able... Going too fast.
Oh no.
Mabel, step on the car roof so you can get your footing back.
That's what it was.
Yee-haw! That did her! Thanks, Alfie!
There you go. That Marjorie Stoneman Douglas certainly knows how to write an article. You feel extremely pleased with yourself, but also hope you can settle back into less exciting work for a while. The years pass and you continue working diligently. Although somewhat frustrated at the slow pace of your success, you feel certain that something big is on the horizon. Spring of 1925.
So they finally gave me my own sales team after I practically had to beg them for it.
No kidding. I'm glad to hear they've finally come around. You get your own office too?
No, not yet.
Ah, well, things will work themselves out. I mean, it's only been, what, 3 years?
4, actually.
Well, you can't expect to become an overnight success, especially not with such a risky project. Have they at least given you a nicer car?
No, I'm still driving that old green heap around.
Ah, I see. Well, business talk aside, how's your brother doing?
Good, as far as I know. I haven't really spoken to him in a couple of months. Last I heard, he was going back to visit our mother. Wouldn't surprise me if he was asking to borrow some money. But then that's Bo for you. Born with a silver spoon in his mouth and spoiled rotten ever since.
Jeez, Kay.
Anyway, Meeks, it was a pleasure catching up, but I really should be going.
Have a good one, Banks.
Alright. Chapter 2, Part 2? Oh, whoops. Oh, I can do it this way, actually. Part. Save. Alright.
Mr. Banks, a message came for you from Mr. Merrick. He said to meet him at his mother's home as soon as possible.
Thank you, Morris.
Alright. Off to Mr. Merrick's mother's house. Where are we? Merrick House. Here we go.
It's been a while since I've been here. I wonder why George invited me.
Hello, Alfie. Glad you could make it.
Thanks for having me. It's great seeing you all, although I have to confess I'm a bit confused as to why I'm here.
I'm glad to see he's managed to stay modest.
It is one of his better qualities, Mother. I just wanted to say that over the past few years, you've been extremely valuable to us. Not only have you helped immensely with establishing Coral Gables, you've also managed to climb the ranks in the office in a relatively short amount of time.
Oh, George, stop beating around the bush, would you? He knows what he's accomplished.
Again,
what
it's a
he's
voice I
trying to
know.
say, Alfie, is that you're a man who can get things done. And as it happens, we need you for something very important.
Is this Mandana?
Yes. Thank you, Eunice. My dear wife, always to the point. In any case, we're getting close to incorporating Coral Gables as a city, and that requires a special team. A team I want you to be a part of.
I'm honored, sir.
As I'm sure you've heard, we're only a day away from launching our electric streetcar line. We'll be having a ceremony to commemorate the launch. But we'll also be making a very important announcement. The new mayor of Coral Gables.
Mayor?
Yes, every new city needs a mayor. Since we're not a very big city, we have the luxury of foregoing elections and having the first one appointed. I think announcing the mayor along with the streetcars will bring heaps of publicity. Wouldn't you say so, Miss Douglas?
I've already got most of the article written. Just need to punch it up a bit with the details.
Why not bring in someone well-known to make a speech at the ceremony? That would certainly make an impression.
I thought you might suggest something like that, Banks. Did you have anyone in mind?
Not for certain, but I'm sure I can find someone in town.
I might be able to help you there, Alfie.
Well then, I look forward to seeing what you accomplish.
I follow a few people. I don't know if she's one of them. Okay.
Good afternoon, Eunice.
Good afternoon, Alfie. What's on your mind?
How have you been? It's been a while since I last saw you.
It really has been too long, Alfie.
Doesn't it sound
but
like
I've
her?
been well, thank you. Mostly busy with the PTA at the school George built a couple of years ago. We should have these little gatherings more often. You know you're always welcome here.
You're his wife. Surely George has let something slip about who's going to be mayor.
I don't know.
Oh, Alfie, you know how George is about secrecy. Even if he had told me I couldn't say. Especially considering he's standing right over there.
Hello.
You'll find out along with the rest of us.
Hello.
Any insights on places I might be able to find someone well-known to speak at tomorrow's event?
I haven't really been out much lately, but I've heard that the Venetian pool is drawing quite the crowd. It's a beautiful day. Why not go there and get some sun? You might meet someone interesting, too.
I just might do that. Thanks. I'll speak to you later.
Okay.
Cool.
I greatly appreciate your help, son. You truly go above and beyond the call of duty.
Hello, Mrs. Merrick.
Hello, dear.
How have you been feeling?
Just fine, thank you. I'm content to stay in and watch everything going on around.
I'm impressed by all the changes myself. I can't imagine what it must be like for someone who's lived here for so long.
I'm curious to know what this place will look like in 5 years. I hope to be around to see it.
Oh, I'm sure you will.
So many of the voices are so familiar to me now.
You must be proud of your son.
Extremely. George always did have ambitions, but to see him succeed. From what George has told me, I'm sure your parents are proud of you too.
Yes, I think they are. Would you happen to have an idea of where I might be able to find some well-known people in the community to speak at tomorrow's event?
Well, I don't get out too much these days, but I've heard that some notable people have been playing at the Biltmore Golf Course.
Great. I'll swing by. No pun intended.
No
nice
pun
talking
intended.
with you.
Always a pleasure, my dear.
All right, let's see Miss Douglas. Maybe she has an
I'm
idea.
eager to see what you come up with, Banks. There never seems to be a dull moment with you around.
Cool. All right, well, see you guys later.
I just knew this hard work would all pay off. Oh, George, you sneaky old egg. Alfred Banks, first mayor of Coral Gables. If only you could see me now, Father.
Oh, Alfred. Oh, Alfred. Alfie. 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 Alfie, Alfie. Poor Alfred. Bless his cotton little socks. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm gonna leave it there for today. I've got an eye twitch and it's bothering me, so I'm gonna step away from the screen. But you guys know I love this sort of stuff, so we're gonna play more of this. Because now that I've started it, we might as well finish it. Apparently, it took me about five hours last time, so I probably only need one more stream. Maybe we'll find out. I'm glad you were as well, Duke. I'm sorry it's something you already know and have played, but is what is. Is what is. There will be more stuff coming. I have plans for other games and things and whatnot. So, yeah, we're gonna go through it all. I just really wanted to play this one on stream to kind of, like I said, round out that Grundislav bunch of games. All right, cool. Well, I'm not gonna raid anyone. I'm gonna let you guys find your own way. I'm sure you will find someone interesting. Sorry for the short-ish stream. I'll be back tomorrow, though. I'll be back tomorrow. I have to go and make some food in preparation for tomorrow. I need to go meal prep. So I'm gonna go do that. You guys have a great rest of your night, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are in the world. Hopefully, see you tomorrow. Catch ya.